change poses a threat to food security in arid and semi-arid lands of Africa. Laikipia, Isiolo, and Samburu counties in Kenya are three of the worst-hit areas by climate change. Rivers are drying, rains are unpredictable, and the scarcity of water is causing a strain on agriculture. Farmers are struggling to keep up with natural rain patterns, livestock is dying, and food production is low.
Samburu County is one of the arid and semi-arid landscapes. So for the last 3 years, we have not received enough rainfall. Issues of drought are really a challenge. People from Samburu Central, for example, have not planted food produce for the last 2 seasons. They've been producing food for themselves, but now people are buying food that they never used to buy.
Studies by the Water Resource Authority here indicate that the throughput of the Wawaso-Nyiro River has more than halved what it was the pre-COVID period. So when you think about the absence of water and the ability to produce food, water becomes the center of the economic development of this area, and therefore you're finding stress between animal productivity, crop production, and also food security around this area.
Even though these challenges exist, there are solutions. There are opportunities for increased food production, livelihood enhancements, and natural resources management. The Listen project, whose implementation started in October 2020, is focused on tackling the effects of climate change in Laikipia, Isiolo, and Samburu counties through a 3-dimensional approach that integrates policy, water resource management, and good agricultural production. Funded by the Embassy of the Kingdom of Netherlands in Kenya, the project seeks to contribute to strengthen resilience to climate change by increasing food, nutrition, and water security in Laikipia, Isiolo, and Samburu counties of Kenya.
We chose the Azores for a number of reasons. One reason is that the Dutch Embassy, who is financing this project, wanted to venture more into the Azores regions as their geographical intervention area in Kenya. Another reason is that the Azores have been neglected for a very long time, and when you talk about climate resilience, of course a great progress can be made in the Azores areas.
There is an interplay of very many issues around this landscape that needs to be managed for any program that comes in this place. So we don't see conflict as a challenge, we see it as an opportunity. And the policy front is one intervention that is going to address some of these issues around equitable resource sharing. So we need to see if there can be arrangements with grazing committees where pasture is shared. Maybe the community conservancies can allow maybe some communities to graze within certain times or within certain areas in the community conservancy. And again, water. There's a critical balance between all these components in this landscape.
The whole idea of the Nexus approach is to bring all these players together and make sure that there is a concerted effort to remove duplicity, duplication of effort, and to enhance synergy among all these players.
Domestication of the National Climate Change Adaptation Policy has enhanced inter-county collaboration and interdepartmental collaboration, opening up Listen counties to access funding streams from their new county integrated development plans and prioritizing local climate change actions through development of climate change responsive annual work plans. This has also created a forum where the county executive members of agriculture, environment and water in each county have a regular platform to meet and discuss climate change issues.
As a Isiolo County, we developed the Isiolo County Climate Change Policy. For you to be able to have an effective intervention on the ground, you must first have a legal framework. So how can these water issues be addressed in Isiolo County is well captured in the policy.
We have the county policy and the county act, and now we have the strategies. And in that strategies, we work together with all the department of food system to promote and to capacity build the communities so that they have food at the household level.
The project took a participatory, community-led process that involved feedback discussions and experience sharing during the plenary sessions. The ward planning committees in Isiolo, Samburu, and Laikipia were trained on several tools that enhance analysis of risks, drivers of vulnerability to these risks, and community capacities and action planning that addresses the community prioritized risks and their causes.
Kenya Ward Planning Committee ni kamati ambaye iliundwa chini ya County Climate Change Act ya 2018 ambaye ilitengeneza hii Ward Planning Committee. So listen, tumeweza kufanya kazi na hawa kwa sababu waliweza kutufunza mambo ya planning ambaye tulifanya na hao pamoja, na hiyo mikakati ndio zingine tulitumia kuweka katika CIDPs juzi.
Integrated water resource management is a critical issue in the Western Euro North Basin. The growing population, increasing water demand, and prolonged droughts have increased water insecurity. To mitigate these issues, LISTEN is supporting improvement in water management and conservation practices at landscape level. The project, together with the Water Resources Authority, have co-designed a capacity-building package aimed at strengthening water resources users associations, institutional capacities, and improving water governance at sub-catchment level. The arid and semi-arid land counties experience extensive periods of inadequate rainfall. This requires informed investment into water, energy, food technologies. LISTEN, through partnership with the British Army Training Unit in Kenya, is working to rehabilitate and solarize boreholes in Laikipia and Samburu counties. These technologies are aimed at improving agricultural productivity by making water available to farmers, thus reducing dependence on rain-fed agriculture. However, challenges still remain to be addressed, which the LISTEN project is working to address, especially with the support of the Water Resources Users Association.
The LISTEN project, together with the Water Resources Authority, partnered to empower the RUAs to take up that role of management of the resource at the local level and ensure we don't have water use conflict. So that collaborative management is critical in ensuring we eliminate the wildlife-human conflict.
This is our ATC, Agriculture Training Center, whereby now, using the innovation, the village-based advisors, they will train the farmers together with the officers on the different technologies, and they are going to replicate it back at their farm level.
Demonstrating the water, energy, food nexus is key in building farmer knowledge and resilience. The project is setting up demonstration farms that are fully integrated with climate-smart water, energy, and food production practices. The Pesi Buffalo Self-Help Group in Salamawad, Laikipia County, is an example of a water, energy, food demonstration. The group has adopted a mix of technologies that integrate water resource management and restoration practices and has different crop varieties for both human and animal consumption.
Kama RUA na Risen wametufadhili miti ya kupanda, miti ya kitamaduni yenye inahifadhi maji. Wametuletea miti 273. Tumepanda yote, naona iko sawa. Pia kama kikundi tuliona ni heri, badala ya kusema tu ni kupewa. Tuanze tree nursery. Hapo Risen bado, wakati walitutembelea waliona hii idea iko sawa. Tayari wametuletea makaratasi ya kuweka miti na pia mbegu.
The LISTEN project has further integrated with the access to solar water pumps in Laikipia County project, a project promoting the uptake of solar water pumps among smallholder farmers.
Access to solar water pump project has been able to integrate with the LISTEN project, and one of the sites that we have been able to integrate is in the Pesi Buffalo. We are encouraging them to incorporate other regenerative agriculture practices so that they can be able even to conserve on the soil moistures and also on the microorganisms that are found in the soils.
Training of county extension officers, village-based advisors, and farmers on promotion of GAPs through establishment of mother and baby demos, has introduced new agricultural technologies like the use of certified seeds, correct spacing, integrated pest management, integrated soil fertility management, indigenous chicken, fodder, and pasture. This training has led to increased productivity of priority crops in demonstration plots using good agricultural practices compared to farmers using traditional techniques of farming.
We have also trained a number of farmers on climate smart agriculture, particularly in the area of regenerative agriculture. Regenerative agriculture is coming to restore the quantity and the quality of soil carbon in the soil in most of these drought areas.
Kikundi yetu tuko 27 members, active members kwa saa hii ni 20. Kupitia hii kikundi tumepata mapato mingi ambayo imekuwa ya kuinua kikundi kwa sababu watoto wameelimika, wamama wamejua their rights na tumeendelea sana. Hii mradi imetusaidia na kitu ambayo kinaitwa cowpeas ambayo inakuwa haraka sana, itaki maji mingi na iko na chakula ambayo ni mingi tukilinganisha na ile kunde tunapanda hapo awali.
The water still remains a major challenge. Farmers are going over and beyond.
Sababu ya kuchimba hii kisima ni challenge ya maji. Nikatafuta mzee mwingine ambaye aliniambia ako na ujuzi ya kuchimba, tukachimba ikatoka na 15 feet. Ndio nilikuwa nimelima naye last season. Hii shamba mzima ilikuwa na green. Challenge ni hii. Ng'ombe yote na mbuzi inatoka kona yote inakuja kukunywa maji hapa. Sasa naye ni sababu ya ukame na njaa. Otherwise, hii maji imenisaidia sana na ninajua itaendelea kunisaidia.
Livestock is an important livelihood in the arid and semi-arid lands. The majority of the communities are pastoralists. Due to climate change, there has been reduced amounts of available pastures for livestock. An integrated approach to crop productivity and water management is critical to ensuring the protection of the critical livelihoods of the arid and semi-arid land regions. Women are taking up new ventures like indigenous poultry husbandry as an alternative means of livelihood generation. This is giving them more power to make decisions, further empowering them.
Mbuzi na ng'ombe, hiyo ni mali ya mzee. Hakuna vile utashika tu mbuzi ya tunaenda kuuza bila yeye kukupea ruhusa. Bure ukipatikana umeuza, we ni mwizi. Sasa kuku ni kama ya wamama. Na mama akiuza hiyo ni pesa itakuwa anaweza nunulia watoto nguo, anaweza lipia mtoto shule, anaweza nunua kalamu za watoto, vitabu, vitu kama hiyo bila kuuliza mzee.
Kwa kuanzia hii mradi yangu ya kuku, nilianza na kienyeji kidogo kidogo, kwenda kwa group huko Shemshemi, group yetu Shemshemi, tukafunzwa vile ya kufuga kuku. Tukaanza hivyo polepole mpaka siku ile tukakuwa na challenge ya chakula, tukagawana, ndo nikapata hiyo elimu hiyo, nikakuja kujenga nyumba, nikasiweka, nikafence, nikakuwa na hizo za kienyeji 12. Alafu tukaongezewa hizo na group ikakuwa, nikanunua tena mayai ya kienyeji ya improve kienyeji kwa mtu fulani mwenye anauza huku, nikalisha hizi kuku zangu hizi za kienyeji, sikakongoa hizi zingine yenye mnaona.
Mimi ni member wa group ya Malkabisan Agricultural Village. Tulianzisha mnamo mwaka wa 2004 as a cultural village. Sasa tulikuwa members 30, lakini kwa sasa tuko 25, 18 wakina mama na vijana wakina baba 7. Mbeleni tulikuwa tunafanya kuku, lakini kuku yenye tunafanya ilikuwa ni ya kienyeji tu, ile ya kawaida. Tangu project ikuje ya Listen, tuliweza kupelekwa exposures kwa watu wengine, learning visit, tukaenda kuona, tukafunzwa mambo hata kama si yote, ABCD, maintenance yake, venye kuku inataka dawa, ile inapewa wakati inakuja, kutoka project tulipewa kuku 300. So ile 50 tuliweza kupea kina mama members 2, 3 hivyo sasa kwa members. Tulikuwa tumekaa mkutano tukasema hii kuku kuisustain, unajua beside ile tumepea members tulete kuku kama 20 hivi ya ile yetu to the runners, tuwalete ya kienyeji hapo tukalishe ile mayai juu hii yetu leo siwezi kalia mayai. Sasa badala ya tuende Isiolo ama wapi Nairobi huku watu wakujie hapa. Tukaonelea tufanye diversity, tukadiversify mambo ya shamba, tukafanya mambo ya ukulima. So tulikuwa tunalima tu kama kawaida na generator, na project ya Listen iliweza kuingilia. So hapo ndo tukapata mafunzo mengi. Kutoka mafunzo yenye tulipata, tuliweza kupanda shamba sasa kwa njia ya kisasa. Hatukuwa tunajua mambo ya mbegu, mambo ya kudemonstrate, hizo vitu yote hatukuwa tunafanya mbeleni. Tulikuwa tunafanya mambo za horticulture peke yake na iliweza kuleta changamoto. So mambo na climate naye kuingilia na tukapata funzo kutoka Listen project, tuliweza kupanda mimea ambayo inastahimili mambo na ukame. Tukaambiwa ni green grams, cowpeas na mambo za managu traditional vegetables ndio tuliweza kufunzwa. Tuliweza kupata kitu 20 kg ya cowpeas na pia mboga sasa hizo green sasa hizo tuliweza kuvuna leaves kitu 800 kg. So tuliweza kuuza na kitu 150. Tuliweza kupata kitu 10,000 kutoka hizo magadema.
The arid and semi-arid land landscapes have undergone significant degradation. This has not only led to human conflict, but has further exacerbated the human-to-wildlife conflict. Listen, however, is working with different communities to undertake rangelands restoration activities through use of half-moon technology.
Iko milima ingine iko pale ng'ambo hiyo ya barabara ukienda Isiolo, ndio inakuwa na nyasi kidogo. Furugo naye inakuwa mesidi sana. Iko majirani hapa Samburu, iko majirani yetu hapa Isiolo. Wanatukaba kabisa, hata juzi kushinda jana. Mbuzi yetu ameenda. Bahati mzuri tu akarudi kiasi, lakini hajarudi yote. Ndovu naye hata saa hii ukitaka ona ndovu zaidi ya 40 utaona saa hii. Ukivuka hii mto river hii Garendari. Tumekubali kuweka sababu mapato kwa utalii. Tunakubali awe pamoja na sisi, lakini ni hatari. Naye simba naye anakula ng'ombe, naye hiyo tunakaa tu kufumulia sababu basari ya watoto tunapata kwa hiyo wanyama.
To avoid conflicts in these communities, as a project we saw it best. We come up with demonstration farms where we can teach communities how they can grow fodder to ensure that their animals are kept at home and they can feed them with this pasture that we are doing. Half moons cuts across 2 activities. We are trying to see how best we can address water management and as well as grass reseeding. We are planting grasses that have been researched by KALRO that are certified and they are drought resistant.
With an overall objective of building resilience and environmental transformation, this Nexus approach to implementation recognizes and leverages ongoing and complementary activities of different partners and different sectors, drawing in community support in these initiatives and carrying out service delivery with support from the private sector where possible.